It's a beautiful Christmas Eve evening here, and there's been a cracking nor'easter blowing all afternoon across the harbour, and it's just beginning to die. And it's this time of the year when you get these wonderful preludes that lead up to the Sydney-Hobart yacht race. This morning was busy and very interesting at the Cruising Yacht Club. It kicked off with the race briefing and then the Bureau of Meteorology's race forecast. It's going to be a pretty rugged 24 to 36 hours in the first part of the race with big southerlies and 2 to 3 metre seas. So it's going to be pretty tough on the competitors, and we may well see some early retirements. That goes on for 24 to 36 hours, and then it sort of begins to disappear with this high moving across Bass Strait and Tasmania, and that may really mix things up. So keep an eye out for our discussion with Chris Lou from Law Connect, who give us a very good overview of what the race could be expected to look like. I also had a very brief discussion with Ian Moore, who's the navigator on Callisto, who was pretty convinced this is looking like a small boat race. When I said how small, and he said could be around the 35, even 40 footers maybe, but more so than the 50s. And so that brings into play things like the JPK Bacchanal, possibly even Mistral, the two-hander, and of course the wonderful Chutzpah with Bruce Taylor and his team that have been working so hard to win one of these races. Who knows? The models change very quickly. The Line Honours Contenders press conference this morning was highly entertaining. Classic, good-natured banter going on between the 5 skippers/owners, and David Witt throwing in his usual brilliant one-liners to mix it all up. It was really a lot of fun. In amongst all of that fun, a little bit of disappointment for Palm Beach 11, and they've had to make the decision not to run with the Seafoils, and probably a pretty good decision. They just were running out of time and runway to get that all ready in time, and with a very heavy upwind forecast, frankly, it's not going to be adding much to it. So they'll be looking at the longer view of the next 2 Hobarts and all of their international racing they're planning to do, and those foils will definitely be seen, rest assured. We did a really interesting interview with Will Oxley about a week ago, looking at the whole issue around climate and weather and climate change and AI, and how all of those things are changing race forecasting, much less, of course, the wider context of climate more generally. So plenty more to come, and we really look forward to bringing you the dock walk on Boxing Day morning. See you soon.